Hey everyone, it's Theo. In this video, I'm going to pay tribute to Meshach, the lover of huntresses and the farmer of seahorses. We're going to be doing Temple of Water on Ruthless difficulty, and we're going to be farming ourselves some seahorses. So let's get started. Now, if we're farming seahorses, I can think of no better hero to start off with first than our huntress. So we're going to grab some mana and we're going to place a single gas trap right over there. And she's going... and that's all she's going to do. We're going to go ahead and swap over to our initiate. And we're going to build some aura stacks. So we're going to come down here. And we're going to build the trifecta. Strength Drain, Ensnare, and an electric aura. And here, we're going to place this by the chest. It's just a Strength Drain and an Ensnare. We'll place a Strength Drain right here against near that pole. And we're going to drop the triple stack right here. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, that is it for auras. Now, we're going to go ahead and swap over to our Series EV. And we're going to go ahead and dive under the water and place a single 4DU buff beam after we place this reflect beam. That's to help with archers hitting the crystal sometimes. 4DU buff beam goes right on the railing. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade this all the way. So I'm going to jump over here and grab this chest so I can, fully upgrade this buff beam. Bam. Alright, we'll come over here and we're going to build a wall all the way across this path. So we're going to have a 5DU beam and a 2DU physical beam. There we go, that's 7DU of physical beams over there. We'll do a 4DU buff beam right here. There we go. And a reflect beam. And then we're going to go ahead and do a 4DU physical beam here. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade this guy. Here we go. Upgrade, upgrade. Get this guy up to 3 stars as well. And then we're going to go place another buff beam under the water down here. Here we go. We'll go upgrade this guy. And we're going to upgrade him fully. Grab a chest. Upgrade. Bam, bam. And now it's time. It's time for our Adept Builder, the destroyer of mobs. It's time for our Hermit. We're going to go back underwater and we're going to place a single Seed Bomb Tower on this buff beam down here and a Mushroom Spore. It's kind of hard to see, but yes, our Seed Bomb is pointing in that direction and a Mushroom Spore right there. We'll come down here and we're going to place a single Nature's Pylon right there, and a Mushroom Spore on the buff beam. Right there. There we go. We also upgraded our pylon for a maximum boost. Alright, time for some Adept action. What build would we have if we didn't have our Adept in? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of hover over here for my lightning towers. And then I'm going to hover over here for my DSTs. And we're going to do 4 DSTs pointing in 4 different directions. Pretty much covers the map. And the rest will be LTs. And now my Adept is going to go hide in this. Wall right over here. And my Adept is wearing a Huntress Guardian. And where I'm standing, and that's kind of why the DSTs are placed how they are, is to make sure that my Guardian Pet is buffing those DSTs. So I'm going to bring my Monk in here, and we're going to shoot in this general direction, and we're going to tower boost, and that is it. We're going to do this for this wave, and we're going to do this for the next wave, and near the end of the next wave we'll bring in our last 2 heroes, and that will just help us, so we can get our 4 seahorses. Now, there is if you have an alt, you could definitely bring in 2 additional heroes to get 6 seahorses if you are so inclined. I'm actually not inclined. I am not a seahorse farmer. I was a huge seahorse farmer back in 2013 when I farmed the crap out of Aquinas. Farming seahorses is it's its own thing. If you like them, farm them. But honestly, you're not going to see this pet used very often in mini maps. But if you definitely want a seahorse, by all means, go ahead and farm them to your heart's content. It is one of the, other than maybe island farming, one of the biggest copes in this game. And I do realize I am a 47-year-old man saying the word cope, and that feels a bit wrong, actually. Anyway, my tower boost is out, so I'm going to take this opportunity to just upgrade some towers while I'm waiting for my boost to come back. It's not necessary to upgrade the towers if you have the stats to do it. I do, you may not. If I'm being very honest, if you want to farm seahorses, it is far easier and faster to farm them on Aquinos Ruthless. That is, if I really wanted seahorses, that's what I would farm. I would not farm Temple of Water. I am doing this for my love of Meshach videos, and Meshach the man, and I wanted to give some Huntress love. So that is the only reason I'm doing this. It's just so I could say I did it, and I did do it. Even though Meshach has done it far better than I could ever hope. But this is it. We'll be back near the end, and when I start bringing in some heroes for the rewards, and then I'll sell off our defenses so we can see how fast this really was. So I'll be back then. And I'm back. We are almost to the end of this wave, so we're going to go ahead and bring in 2 additional heroes. So we'll go ahead and bring them in and wait for this wave to end. Getting close. I mean, it's Meshach's build. It's amazing. It's consistent. It's a lot easier than builds I used to try to do. I mean, this build just works. and you don't have to upgrade anything. So that is it. Let's go ahead and we have our seahorses. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll get rid of my heroes, and I'm going to go ahead and swap over to one of my summoners that actually has the sell tower option set as a hotkey, so that I can quickly sell without having to bring up my menu to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and sell these guys real quick, just so that we can see the end screen and see how long this actually took us. These guys do take their sweet time getting to the crystal, which is completely opposite of like Nightmare, where they're just flying out of the spawns. Any day now, guys. Alright, y'all. Alright. There we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at our times. Honestly, it's not that bad. The build does take some time, though. I mean, you're building over three crystals. There's a lot. Now, I'm sure better players would have faster build times. I mean, that's under 4 minutes. That's still a lot. I'd rather be at 2 minutes for a build time. But at the end of the day, your total time is about 10.5 minutes, which isn't bad for a Ruthless pet farm. We see what our towers did, and then we're gonna, they did what they did. They killed mobs. We'll head back to our tavern, and we're gonna go ahead and just look at the seahorses we got. Maybe there's a ++ in there. Let's find out. Alright, back at our tavern, and we got a no ++, but that's okay. Well, that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching, and happy farming.